The Roger the Wild Child Show is brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company. Are you looking for a cool new logo for your business? Do you need some graphics for your new website or blog? Our friends at Prism Design are a premier graphics design company that can handle all your needs. You can find Prism Design Company on Facebook or contact them directly at 618-534-4291. All the great graphics on the Roger the Wild Child Show are brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company.
This is Tim Kelly from KICR Indie Country Radio. Along with my Vice President Don Swartz, we invite you to listen to Today's Country with Tim Kelly every Thursday and Friday night live at 7 p.m. Central Time from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. We play new country's best by indie artists like Liam Coleman.
I still play that guitar that my daddy gave to me. Bought it back in high school, it was mine when I turned 16. You may think I'm old-fashioned, but vintage is cool to me.
Savannah Ray.
This is your first rodeo. There's some things you need to know about a typical Texas girl. Raw diamonds that run so world. My heart belongs where I come from. So come on, y'all. We go big or we go home.
And Jenna Paulette.
Both feet on the ground. I'm on the moon up so high. Shining down on a different town. Just dreaming as big as the Texas sky. But now I'm missing home while I'm out here on the road. Ooh, yeah. You got away with that lasso, pulling me back to El Paso.
You can listen to the show on our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Roger the Wild Child Show.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go!
Hey, y'all, it's time for the Roger the Wild Child Show. Here we go again, another boot-scooting, kicking episode of the Nashville edition of the Roger the Wild Child Show with your host, Roger the Wild Child, along with his crazy sidekicks, singer-songwriters Elise Harper and Justin Love, plus party time with Moonshine Shenanigans. And want to know what's the nitty-gritty from Music City? We got your Nashville music news. Yeehaw! Let's do this.
Roger! It's Roger the Wild Child Show!
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Roger the Wild Child, and it is another crazy wild show tonight. How you guys doing? Along with me is Justin Love on remote. He never made it home in time.
No, I didn't.
You did not. And you know who's missing? Elise.
Elise, once again. No, I'm kidding.
Yes,
Didn't she sent us a photo that she was in the airport. Her flight got delayed, like you said, but then she said she hurt her ankle.
Yes.
Something. Oh gosh, poor thing, can't catch a break.
Dadgum.
Dadgum, that's right. And you know what? Fun fact, I got a great story about that. Dadgum.
Okay, go for it.
So we just got through. I'm here in Wisconsin in Oconomowoc, which is just a strange Indian name, in my opinion. But anyway, we were here and we opened up for Drake White. I was accompanying the amazing artist Kirsty Krause, who you've actually had on here before.
We have had Kirsty on the show, yes.
Yeah. But and so we finished. But the night before we were playing in Cedarburg at the Wine and Harvest Festival, and I kept saying "dadgum," and Kirsty goes, "You know what, Justin? As many times as you say "dadgum" on the mic, every time you say it, the audience should have to take a drink." And so I told everybody, I said, well, within the first 35 minutes, y'all going to be daggum drunk.
They're all wasted.
Sure enough,
they were wasted.
Everybody was drinking. Every time I said daggum, I was like, I'm so sorry. Then finally this lady out in the crowd said daggum really loud. She goes, now you have to drink. And I was like, oh, Okay, I'm so sorry. So I'm gonna make it a thing now. Every time I say it, whenever I'm on this podcast, I get back home and I have some whiskey. Like dadgum,
Or a moonshine.
or moonshine.
Or a moonshine.
Absolutely, yeah. But it's been great being out here. I'm glad I was able to promote. Me and
Yes.
Biggins change places. That's what I said.
Yeah, because Biggins you would be in studio at your home studio, and he would be like on his cell phone, connected to like the, aluminum foil antenna, sticking it up in the air, trying to figure out where he's got connection. But now he's at home studio, and you're like trying to figure out where signal is. But you know what? The show must go on. And
Right. Yeah, I'll hang with
Absolutely.
you as long as I can. I hope I don't lose service.
So unfortunately, we will not have Nashville music news today because Elise is on a jet plane. Don't they have a song called "On a Jet Plane"?
On the jet plane. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, we will see her next week. But we got a great show tonight, guys. If you're joining us and if you're new to the show, make sure you guys are following, subscribe, sharing the episode right now. We want everybody to get on. We have two great artists. We have Nashville recording artist Casey Johns joining us and Calum Kerr. He plays Wade Stellings on the new Monarch series on Fox. So that is going to, he's your boy. And and he's going to be joining us every week, and we're going to talk Monarch, and we're going to talk about that tonight. So stick around, and we will be opening up the phone lines too, so you can be able to say hi to Callum as well, and because he's just going to be a name in everybody's home now, from watching the show, and you'll be able to chat with him every Sunday night here when we do our Monarch recap session. But first. And so everybody, I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but I'm trying, I usually tag everybody today. And for some reason, tagging on the mobile app is not working. And I think everybody's having that problem across the board. So sorry if I didn't get a chance to tag you, but you know what? You guys are here because I can see the views. The views are blowing up. So let's say hello to everybody. So Emma is checking in. Hello,
Hey,
Emma. Richard Lee on Facebook. Hey. Hello, everybody. DDA is here. Hello, DDA.
Sweet.
Cliff Hill's already chatting with Richard. Yep, they're all talking. Don Swartz is chatting away with everybody. So, it's cool. In the chat room, everybody's all communicating with each other. Yeah, so it's always fun. But Calum Kerr is coming up here momentarily. Don't go anywhere. You want to be part of that action. But first, it's time to bring some moonshiners on. All right, let's do it, guys.
Bring them.
Bring them.
It's time for Moonshine Shenanigans. Watch out!
It's party time. Oh, there you go.
Oh, hi, y'all.
Hey, y'all. We got the hillbilly hustle here.
Hey, don't I look professional?
You do look
Oh my gosh, with that
professional.
bottle in your hand, you look all kinds of professional. All right? That's the best way to hop on. That should be the way any of your pack jumps on this show from now on. Just everybody, camera on.
Yeah. Well, y'all come on real quicker than I was used to.
Real quick, Biggins. We got some new people popping in the chat. John P. on YouTube says, hey, y'all. And Darlene Johns. Oh, Darlene Johns. I must be related to Casey.
That's her amazing mother.
Ah, her mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Make sure you guys are all sharing the episode because make sure you guys are sharing everything right now. YouTube, Facebook. Let's get a big audience in here. Oh, there she is. Oh my gosh. Whoop, there she was.
Well, Jinx. No,
She's
just
out in
kidding.
the boonies. Baby Daisy is. So I think she's got connection issues.
Oh, we got some people sitting here with me, though.
Okay, who do you got?
And I have the one and only, the network king, Mr. Lily Williams. Right here. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Leland!
That's right. You be wearing one of them crazy suits and a big hat.
That's right. And I've
And
always
then, of course, I got the beautiful boss lady over here, Miss Maldine. She's with me over here too now.
Where is she?
Oh.
Oh, you got a moonshine in your hand, Maudine?
Well, not today. I got vodka.
Oh my god.
Even better.
We're in a
Next best thing.
recuperation period. We left Florida Thursday morning. So far, we've traveled over 2,000 miles. We've done a festival, a Sam Lowe concert, a Wade Jennings concert. I was a preacher at a wedding.
That's just good.
Got tore up at the wedding last night. Drove back to Tennessee, and now we're headed to Arkansas. So
Wow.
He
You,
did a turkey suit for our wedding.
Yes.
Y'all should see how sexy this man is. in
Huh?
a
yeah,
suit.
I had on a tuxedo.
He was
Yeah,
beautiful.
look, what they had me put it on. They asked me about doing it, and I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then Wade Jennings calls me. Wade's like my little brother. I love me and Wade.
Yeah.
I love him. And Wade calls me, and the way he talked, he was like, "Bubba, you know I love you, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Wade, what's up?" And he said, "Man, you know I hate to ask you this, but I'm thinking." Tearing the baby, something, you know. I'm like, wait, what? You need? I'll be there in 9 hours. What's going on? What do you need? He's like,
yeah.
I need you to wear a suit.
Biggins in a suit?
I'm like,
Do you have
okay,
pics
all right,
on Maudine?
Yeah,
I don't want to call them hoes, but a lot of women had to beat them off yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh.
You
Did
put
we
all
get
this
photos?
sexy
Did we
wrapped
get-
up something?
Yeah.
Did we get proof of this? Do we got photos?
Oh,
Hey,
I
you
got
photo-
pictures. I got
Oh, heck yeah.
pictures. Yo,
I want to see that, daggum.
we will send the pictures over to Roger to where he can put them up for us. All right.
Biggins in a
looking good.
suit.
Yeah, I was
Nice.
looking good. I don't like them shoes.
You clean
but
up good,
hell
don't
no.
you? You clean up good, huh?
Yeah, that's what everybody said too. They was like, "Who are you? Who are you out here? What are you doing?"
Like 3 women and 1 guy.
I wasn't gonna tell that shit. Damn free drink's a free drink, baby.
Right?
Brand
Biggins,
of
take
Coke,
another
$8
shot,
a
buddy.
pop. That dude was buying them. I'm like, cool, man.
All right, Maudine, Biggins, take another shot.
Make who take another
Twist
shot?
my arm, baby.
Twist his arm.
Patrick Waddell on Facebook says, congratulations, brother.
Pat, we love you, Bubba.
And then also Ricky Jones checked in, said, hello, Roger and Biggins.
What's up, brother? How are you?
There you go.
Yep. Hey,
Oh.
Biggins and Maudine from Tina McCandless.
We absolutely love Miss
Oh,
Tina.
you love Miss Tina. She's family.
Yes, she is family.
Love Tina.
That's we love
Wait till you
Tina.
have some of this.
Yeah.
I'll bring you some, Tina. You're going to love it.
Yeah. Yeah, this Lily's vodka he got out. So,
Yep.
But
So
we're
here's
out
Jets-
here having a blast. We're fixing to do a lot of road shows. I mean, we're wide open. We're going to throw them out here on the road. The Moonshine is going so great. We've jumped into bars and everything in Florida,
Nice.
bars, liquor stores down there, and it's all paying off finally. So now I guess we'll just have to keep partying for a living.
Oh, no. Life is
Yeah.
so hard.
Rough life,
I
but
know.
somebody has to live it. Yeah,
Yo, guys. That's
and
hilarious.
extremely excited. Y'all, we'll tell it right here. I'm going to Los Angeles. with Roger.
Yes.
Yes. We're going to have
Oh, cowbell.
a hillbilly in Hollywood.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're going to have some
it-
fun. We're going to go live video on this one, you and me.
Yes, I
Biggins.
can't wait.
Hi,
I'm going to
Jake
get in trouble for
Hillbilly.
hugging people. Yeah.
Hillbilly in
Hey,
Hollywood.
y'all.
Are we going to go to that rodeo street?
Oh, we even got some more KC fans in the house, not just Callum. Greetings from Marshall, Illinois. Heard Casey Johns last night here in Marshall, and she rocks. So, yep,
Yes.
she's coming up on the show as well. Casey Johns. Wow, she's got a great following today. So, stick around, guys.
Oh, man. Are we having fun yet?
Oh, we're ready. We got the party ready going.
All right. I need to know, what do y'all think about my hillbilly hustle sign?
I love it, dude.
I think you look like you should put out a rapper album.
Right?
Hey, y'all wait till you find out he can sing. Like
That's
he can sing.
That's all we call it. I'll be fat and sassy. I mean,
Fat and sassy.
Oh, that's funny.
That's awesome.
The album. Oh, but yeah, I can't wait to this week. Next week will be at the Hazard Fest.
So you'll be live from the Hazard Fest then, right?
Yeah, I believe it goes on Sunday too. We'll be live from there.
You have your setup over there.
Oh yeah, I got the setup with me. Got it ready to go, and I'll
Perfect.
have Lily punch all this up for me where I can use it.
Awesome. Maybe we can get some of the cool people over at Hazard Fest pop in on the show.
Yeah, I want to see who all we can talk to. I know. I say we seen Sam Lowe the other night. And Sam's amazing.
Nice.
Sam is absolutely amazing. So I know I can get Sam and get on there with me. Wade will be there. I think Joe Nichols is there and some other folks.
Opie's
Okay.
there.
Opie's there?
Opie's there.
Oh, Opie's going to be there.
Is he? Oh, yeah. Well,
JJ.
Opie will be there.
JJ Walker from Good Time.
Oh, no, JJ Walker from Good Times will be there.
JJ!
And that's going to be Dynamite.
Woo! That's
I
a
can't wait.
cowbell right there. Yeah.
That's the one I'm most excited about now.
All right. So, Biggins, you've got your work cut out for you. Okay, brother?
All right.
All right, guys. We'll
I
see
will,
you guys.
I will make one of those happen. All right.
Sweet.
It'd be
All righty. And then, did you get your tickets booked for Hollywood yet?
That we are doing that probably right after we get off here.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm broke, so I had to wait on check to clear. And
Hey, Patrick Moreland on Facebook says, "What's up, Biggins?"
What's up, Pigling?
Love you, man. Looking forward to brownies.
Yeah, I love your brownies.
I love it.
Yeah, if Pat flips you a brownie or a Rice Krispie treat, get ready to lay down.
Oh, yeah.
That's good to
I have
know.
both eyes in the same damn socket.
I give him a brownie, right? And I just give him a piece. Well, then he turned around and eat the whole brownie. So in a minute, he jumped straight up out of the bed and he goes, "Oh!" I said, "Oh my God, what's wrong?" He said, "I forgot to breathe."
I did. I forgot I was supposed to be breathing. I forgot all about it.
Let roll.
You got to be careful with him.
What do you want?
I'm on a podcast.
Hey, Richard.
I'm live on it.
Oh. Yeah, we've been we've been running all over, having a great time, and can't wait to do more of it. I mean, we're just as excited as we can get. It's looking like stuff is really ramping up before the end of the year, and then just going to take off. And so we're just going to be gone by the first of the year.
Yeah. Awesome.
So-
Well, we're excited for you. Keep it all up. Keep the party going. And then, we'll see you guys next week live from Hazard Fest.
All right, we'll see y'all then. Love you guys.
All right, guys, take it easy.
See y'all.
All right. So, how fun. That was really cool.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait for them to come join us next week from Harvest Fest to see who they're going to bring on board and who's going to surprise us. So that'll be a lot of fun. But I think we're almost ready for our first guest. What do you think?
I'm super excited. Bring them on, man. I'm gonna put you down.
Let's do it. But first, right now, before we bring him on, guys, just want you to know that you can definitely give us a call and talk to our guests.
Back here in the back.
Now you wanna blow up my phone.
Have a question or comment? Studio lines are wide open. 845-400-WILD. 845-400-WILD. That's 845-400-WILD. Give us a call and get on the air right now. 845-400-WILD.
All right. It's time to bring him on. Calum Kerr. How you doing? You're on the Roger the Wild Child show.
Thanks very much for having me. I did think that Justin would be here, but I see that he's just floated off into the sky.
He floated off into he's on cloud 9 or something right now.
He's gone.
Where did he?
I had to help load a vehicle, so y'all just shut up.
He had to help load a vehicle. Well, Calum, you know what? I'm telling you, everybody knows you now because you were on Monarch last Sunday night. After the football game, I'm going to go ahead and mute Justin real quick while he's. So I just went ahead and muted him.
Loading
So
the
he's
truck.
done loading a truck during a live show. Okay, there you go. Justin, can't this shit wait later? I mean, come on. So, Calum Kerr, welcome to the show. Great job on your first episode of Monarch. Now, I know you didn't have that big of a role for the first episode, but because a lot of the bigger storylines were being developed in that first episode. So, but you actually got viewed on there, and they got some scenes of you in there, Calum. So, congratulations on this awesome gig that you got.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's it's the first episode of the TV show, so you gotta get all these storylines and all these characters in there as quickly as possible. So it was just good to be a part of it at all.
Yes.
And we filmed episode 1 this time last year.
Oh,
so
okay.
It was such a long time ago. I almost forgot how it went, and it was so good to see it, a year later, and all the hard work that we did and during COVID, and flying people in and out and trying to get crews together when everyone had to be distanced, and it was kind of amazing how it turned out. So I was buzzing to be a part of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the show itself and seeing how much of the rest of it they've kept me in after episode 1.
All right, Calum. But before we continue talking about Monarch, let's bring on my co-host from the Hollyweird Show, Darren Schaff.
Hey, Calum. Hey,
What's
buddy.
up, man?
I just wanted to give you guys a little glimpse of some nice hair this evening,
Solid. Very rock and roll.
Yeah, even grayed out, man. Like, hey. This is what you're going to look like, dude. The gray beard. Just imagine yourself like this in another 50 years. So
Were you sunbathing face down and just popping up and starting the podcast?
Hey, listen, you're not supposed to admit that. He knows that because actually we've just been together for the last hour, so he knows why I was face down. Anyway, hey, Calum,
is there?
So my dad lived over there in a castle, actually, over it was called Dunn's Castle. You ever heard of Dunn's Castle?
Dunn's is a place, so
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a castle there. But
Yeah.
there's a castle every bloody 20 feet in that country, so there's
Yeah.
too many to learn. But yes, it sounds like a solid place.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. It was in Dunn's.
Nice.
And it was a beautiful, beautiful grounds there. But anyway, you're right.
Yeah.
It's probably like, there's a historic town down the road. And we're like, okay, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I mean, I see a new one every time I go back home. I'm like, has that always been there? And of course, it's like 700, 800 years old. So it definitely
Ancient.
has. But yeah,
Ancient.
yeah, they're everywhere. But it's cool because a lot of film companies are over there filming for, Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings and all these old school or back in the days TV shows. So they're using a lot of these Scottish castles. So it's pretty cool to see them all popping up on TV now.
Absolutely, man. And yeah, I mean, it's like instead of building sets, go to the real thing, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't get more real than the real thing.
No,
So, yeah,
beautiful.
it's cool,
Anyway,
man.
sorry
So
to kind of
have you been back? Have you gone over to visit?
No, I was gonna go. My dad moved from there eventually over to Sweden. He's in Germany now, and now he's coming back home. So he's been over there for 20 years and kind of just cruised around.
Nice.
20 years, and but he loves Scotland. Scotland was his favorite place. He was there the longest, and
yeah,
so he had a good time. But anyway, so all right, buddy. So I mean, to like hijack your interview there, I just kind of was like, all right,
anytime.
There you go. You're
I'm here
back now.
Sorry.
Sorry. He had to stop the show so he can go ahead and load a truck. Don't worry about the fans out there watching the show. It's all good.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I was actually dealing with fans that we actually bring to put on stage. So I was putting those in the trunk.
Gotcha.
You're putting fans in the trunk. You can't bring them home.
Putting fans in the trunk. Ones that blow on you. Shut up.
Wow.
Well,
shouldn't you be putting him in the bed instead of the
viewership
trunk?
went down by 50% when you were gone, man. So thanks for that.
That's a really interesting thing. I think if they, you'd be putting them in the bed instead of the trunk. If they're just kidding. You gotta forgive me, please. I'm sorry. I just couldn't help myself.
Okay, Calum. Teresa on YouTube wants to know about the guitars and the violins behind you.
Okay, so this one, this is mirrored, so it's like right is left. So this one is not a violin; it's an electric guitar. It's a Les Paul. This guy is a bass guitar, and then that's electric acoustic, acoustic, and then this little guy over here is a 3/4 size that I take on planes and stuff when I need to travel and I'm not checking a guitar in. So I've got one for every occasion. Yeah, they come all over. I just got the electric. It's my new baby, but yeah. I need to
that Les Paul.
Yeah. I had to.
They make a few versions of that. Which version is that? Les Paul.
Good question. I got it used because the new ones are just extortionate, which, you know, maybe at one point, but I don't know. I'm not enough of a guitar aficionado to actually look up or do any research.
It doesn't really matter which one.
It sounds great. So I was sold.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one you get, man. They're all a Les Paul's a Les Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the weight and the heaviness of it and what it does and how it translates into a song is way different than any. They make like lots of like amp modelers now and guitar modelers, and I've plugged Strats in to try, and they go, "Oh, it'll sound just like a Les Paul." Nah, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, they might think it gets close, but it's not the same. Man. Just like you're not going to get a great Strat sound out of that Les Paul.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, and if anything, it's just a sexy looking guitar, isn't it? It's just,
heck yeah, man.
Right?
You know, you just think, I mean, if anything, if that never gets played, it makes a great wall ornament. So,
at the very least,
For real.
Good either way.
You buy certain guitars just to hang them on the wall to make them look, because they look great.
Yeah, it's not about if you can play the guitar. It's about if it looks like you can play the guitar based on what you have in your head.
Absolutely. Yeah, Callum's a great air guitar player, by the way. Like, his skills are phenomenal. Yeah.
You guys wrote a song together, didn't you?
We've written like 3.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, we've done, you know, yeah, we're getting after
That's
it.
okay.
Yeah,
He's not ready to play him yet, so it's all good. We call them hidden secrets.
Love it. So, Callum, you play Wade Stellings, and he is a character that was signed by the record label. So obviously you weren't seen much yet in the first episode, but people are going to see more of you starting this week. You're going to be singing on Tuesday night's show, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. So singing a little song on the show, and yeah, so I sign with or they try and get me to sign with Monarch, and about halfway through episode 1, they're like, "Oh, did you hear we signed Wade Stellings?" And there's a lot of drama that happens afterwards that you'll see in the next few episodes. So I'm really looking forward to it coming out, because the scripts, when I was reading the scripts, I was like, "Oh, so what happens now that my character is signed? Is that it? Does he just go off on tour and you never see him again?" But it kind of takes a left turn, and it's exciting.
I have to ask you, how are the glaciers?
Have you ever been fishing off a glacier?
Off a glacier? Oh, man, if you haven't seen the first episode, you just really listen to him when he says the word glacier. He sounds like he's from my neck of the woods.
Glacier.
Which means you did a great job on your southern accent, bro.
There you go. Good
Thank
job.
You, well, I was reading the script, and it's set in Austin, Texas, and they get in a helicopter, and I was thinking, there's not a glacier in any kind of close proximity to Austin, Texas, so they must have been in that helicopter for hours just to get there. But if it was worth it, then it was worth it. He signed for the label. That's his life. That's
okay.
His secret pastime fetish, I guess, is being freezing cold on the edge of a cliff somewhere. So,
right.
Whatever you got to do to write those songs.
Princess Jess 22 on YouTube says, "Ask Callum if Monarch is supposed to be based in Austin, Texas, or Nashville."
Yeah, it's Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Filmed both in Austin and in Atlanta. We had studios in Atlanta, but it's incredible what the people that build the studios can do, because it's all inside. So for a lot of the interior shots, these crews, carpenters, woodworkers, steelworkers, they'll put up, if you need an office, if you need a bar, if you need they could build the rooms that we're all sitting in, and they go up like that, and you film them and they come back down. It's like magic. So the studios were in Atlanta, so we're kind of between Atlanta and Austin for the show. Obviously, most of the exterior shots, especially of the city of Austin, were all filmed out there. But yeah, the film the TV show is set in Austin. Families from Austin. record label set in Austin. Yeah.
So how was working with Susan and Trace?
Just crazy at first, but just, it was, what was amazing about them both is that they're just down to earth, regular, hardworking, really talented people. It's by no mistake that they are where they are in their lives, but you talk to them in work, outside work, and they're just genuine, kind, smart,
regular
fun,
people.
Great, yeah, just great people, and funny as well. Very a lot of humility on that set. There's not a lot of ego. You go on some other sets, and people want to show you who the big dog is or who the number one is or whatever. And Monarch was just amazing because we're like a big family. We're making this really fun TV show about country music, working with legends, and everyone's getting along.
Because you got like Martina McBride on the show, you got Shania Twain on the show. Who else do we have that's making appearances on the show?
We got. I don't know if I'm supposed to say actually.
I'll let make him get in trouble, daggum.
Oh, well, I tell you what, there was one band that they've already posted on their Instagram that they're involved in the show. Little Big Town.
Okay, yes, yep, they announced that. Little Big Town's gonna be on the show.
I don't know who else is in it. We bring Elvis back from the dead in episode 7.
You do?
Wow.
That would be cool.
Hey, there you go, Darren.
Yeah,
my dad could have a gig again. Yeah, at 81. That would be pretty interesting to see.
Because Darren's dad played with Elvis in the TCB band.
That's what I was going to say. Roger, let him know why Darren's saying that.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. A lady came into my store today and she goes, "Did you play with Elvis?" And I go, and I started thinking about it. And I'm like, "Well, I sure did." I go, "I was 6." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, my dad was Elvis Presley's bass player, so my babysitter was the percussion player." So I'd sit up. I said, technically, yes, I did play with Elvis because my babysitter was the percussion player in the orchestra. So my dad would be down there with the TCB band, and I'd be up in the orchestra playing. My dad would say, "Sit here," and I'd sit. There was 2 shows in Vegas. It was a dinner show, so there was 2 shows, and so my brother Jason would go to one, I'd go to the other one, and we'd sit with the percussion player. And so I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah. I mean, we had tambourines, so here we were sitting up there, and I thought, well, no, I go, my dad was really Elvis Presley's bass player, 68 comeback special till he died. But I said, now that I think about it, yeah, I did play with him because I did. Yeah. I'm like, hey, even if it was like hitting some congas at 10 years old or, like, oh, who the hell is that? Jerry Schiff's kid screwing around back there? Get your shit together. But anyway, so I was laughing, going, yeah, actually, I did play with him. I should put that on my resume. Who gets to play with they dig with Elvis? Anyway,
it'll get some eyes on your resume at least. So if you guys have a question or just want to say hi to Calum, hop on the line, 845-400-WILD, 845-400-9453 is the phone number. So,
hey, Darren.
Yes, sir.
You got a pinch hit for me. I got to go load another vehicle, so.
Uh-oh.
And that's why, daggum. So
I was sitting there going, man, you stopped moving, and I thought, God, is this a throwback to the LSD days in the 70s, or is this guy, what the hell's going on here?
No,
but anyway, I thought, go ahead, man. Take care of what you got. I'll pinch for you, dude.
All right. Thank you so much.
I'll go tell you pinch buddy. For you, bro. Yeah, I'm going to go pinch one for you, dude. No problem. Anyway.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Callum. Forgive me, man. You don't deserve this, and neither your fans or the networks. Anyway.
No, this is, I want it as genuine as possible, man. Like
we keep it real on this show. Yeah, we keep it real.
Started the show with, what was the gentleman's name with the beard? He just
Biggins.
Biggins just opened up down in that bottle of whiskey, and I was like,
Moonshine.
Here we go, boys. It's a country show. Let's go.
That's right.
There's no stage actors here.
So I have to say, I watched the first episode of Monarch, and it's a crazy run. So many storylines are being created just in that first episode. So it's like a lot of mystery. Like, obviously, And we're going to talk about it. If you haven't seen it, then I'm sorry. You know, it already aired. So Susan Sarandon wants to die. Her character wants to die, and he wants to move her daughter on to be Nikki, her daughter Nikki, who you will have an important role with Nikki possibly in the show, maybe.
We'll see, sir. We'll
see.
see.
He's got his poker face on, Roger. Look
I know
at him,
he
man.
does, right?
He's smiling, you know, but I mean, so there's kind of an indication there. But yeah, he's got his poker face on.
Yes.
Right.
So anyways, so I'm really curious is that, okay, so the episode ended with her dying. So I'm curious, did she actually die, or is there something going to happen on part 2 where she didn't die and they rush her to the hospital and whatever? There's that mystery. And then who did Trace Adkins shoot is what I want to know.
Good Lord.
3 months
really
later.
Trying to really get you to throw everybody under the bus here. Good Lord, you're asking him the goods. Okay.
I'm just going to give you the whole season. Just
okay, here we go. Recap. Here we go.
Going to give you an hour-long recap. No, it's good. I mean, the Susan cliffhanger was really cool. I think because
it was.
It does leave you wondering. You know, if we're doing like almost a weekly recap, it does leave. If I'm viewing it. You know, I kind when I watch something that I've been in, almost
you can't disclose some stuff. I get that part.
I try and empty what I've got in my mind so that I'm almost watching it for the first time. I pretend I don't know what the script is, but it leaves you questioning, like, is she sleeping? Has she overdosed and they're going to rush her to the hospital? Is, you know, Susan Sarandon's character dead? Like that, how could, you know, it can't be. But what was really quite cool about it, I thought, was because it's quite a glitzy, glamorous you know, country music show, and it's all these beautiful outfits and hats and stuff like that. It's quite a dark storyline to have for the first episode. Is it does, you know, a matriarch, she gets told that she's dying, and then decides that she's not going to do it on God's time. She's going to do it when she is right and ready. You know,
after the show, after that concert that night, that show that night, Saturday night show.
But, you know, quite dark in a way. So it's, you know, it does. And then someone gets shot. And to be honest, you know, I obviously cannot say anything about it. But what I will say is that we, as a cast, didn't know who it was. So we knew someone got shot in episode 1. And as the scripts are coming out, we were like waiting for the script that says.
So you're happened. In suspense too, even though that you're
episode 1, from the first minute of episode 1, we're like, well, one of us is gonna die, and so we're like, oh my god. And obviously, there's not a guaranteed future season or anything,
right? So if you get killed off, man, you don't need an indication. I mean, that is your indication. Nobody needs to tell you. It's like, oh my God, this guy's going to die next week. It's like, well, there's the end of my show.
Yeah, and it's like, but if there's not a guaranteed future season, it could be anyone, because if they just decide to do one season, they might make it, you know, one of the main characters, or it might be someone that we've not met yet. But we had to keep reading the scripts as they were coming out, you know, 10 days at a time or 2 weeks at a time. And we're like, we get to the end of, you know, a certain episode and we'd be like, oh, we don't know who it is, you know? So it's good. It's suspenseful and, quite dark. And, you know, for a lighthearted, what looks like a lighthearted country show on the outside, there is quite a few dark storylines. And, you know, there's like in episode 1, there was hints at like some kind of fire that's,
yes, I remember that. The barn fire.
Front of, and she seems to keep recalling that while her husband is on stage. You know, it's just.
I'm wondering if it was that she killed the girl that her husband was having an affair with and burned her in the barn, because he did say that he ran off, that she actually ran off, and he hasn't seen her since the affair, and then she keeps referring to that barn, or keeps thinking about that barn scene, and she told him she knew about the affair. So it kind of makes me kind of wonder if that fire in the barn had to do something with his little fling. So we'll find out, I guess.
You know, you would think that we've not seen the end of it just because they brought it up, you know, so many times. It's got to, you know, it's got to loop back in somewhere.
A lot of storylines being developed here.
Yeah, which I think is great for a
I'll
pilot.
tell you what.
Because
You know, what's interesting is like it sure is country, man. Because I mean, if this was a scene in New York, it's like, yeah, they found her dead and they threw her in the dumpster in the back alley, but she burned in a barn. Well, damn it, that's best country. Yeah, they found her in a barn, all burned up. Like, where the hell would that be? Other than in some like L.A. Yeah, we found her down by the river, thrown in the ocean, all sliced up, eaten up by the sharks. New York, yeah. Dumpster back alley, but yeah, you burned her in the barn. Good Lord, what? I mean, that's about as country as it gets. Yeah, took her behind the shed, took her back behind the shed. That's great. I love it.
Yeah, it is. They certainly didn't miss a beat when it comes to like the country stuff. And one of my favorite lines is when Trace, it's so weird because I have two names for everyone in my head, but Albie, Trace's character, when Luke Roman, his son, comes up to him and says, we signed Wade Stellings, we're all, what do you think? He's like, what do you want? A round of applause? And he's like, well, it'd be nice to see some appreciation. He goes, yeah, you get appreciation every 2 weeks. It's called a paycheck.
Oh, man.
It was just such a good line, but he said in this like real like cold country tone, and it's like it reminded me of some like I don't know, some western or something. It's like a proper John Wayne one-liner,
Yeah, your accent is so different from in the show. So how do you pull off the two different accents?
I mean, good question. I don't know.
Yeah,
wing it. But I lived in Texas on and off for 7-8 years, from about 18 to 27. So yeah, 9 years. On and off, and I originally learned the Texas accent from making fun of my friends there while they made fun of my Scottish accent. So, especially like the double O signs, like I say like food and good. If someone's in a bad mood, and every time I say to someone, do you want to go for some food? They're always like food. So then I have to retaliate, and I'm like, oh, hell then, let's go for some food. And then I just started doing like an over-the-top, stereotypical Texas accent. And then when this audition came around, I was like, oh, I think I can do the Texas accent. I'm just going to rein it in a little bit from when I make fun of my buddies. And
that's great. Yeah.
When I auditioned, I didn't tell them that I was Scottish. So at the end of the audition, you have to, you tell them your name and your height and where you're based. It's called a slate. And I kept the Texas accent for the slate. So I did the whole audition in the Texas accent. And then I was like, my name is Calum Kerr. I'm from Austin, Texas. And, I'm
that's good, man.
And I guess they didn't know that I was Scottish until I turned up. And I was like, what's happening, guys? And they were like,
what? They're like, wow, that Texan does a good Scottish accent, doesn't he? Like, wow, man, I've never heard a Texan do a Scottish accent that good. That's incredible. It's like, yeah, how's your mama name? Say hi to your mama name. All that slang stuff. Dude. I'm gonna take you back behind the shed.
It's all just a facade. I'm really from like, I don't know, El Paso. I'm just pretending.
Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
You're such a liar, Callum.
Love it, man. That's good.
But you're going to join us every week, and we're going to talk Monarch. We're going to recap each episode every week. So everybody at home, go ahead and watch it. You're going to join us every Sunday night right after Nashville Music News with Elise, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk the episodes. So I do appreciate you taking time and joining us. One last question, though. Teresa Sabin from Sabin Marketing and Promotions wants to know, what actor and actress does Callum want to work with?
Ooh, good question. So everything I've done has been like amazing so far, and I've worked with some amazing people, but I've never done a comedy. And I would love to do something with like one of the good comic actors, like like Will Ferrell or Kevin Hart, or like those movies where at the end of the movie's 2 hours long, but then there's like 30 minutes of bloopers because the actors just can't stop laughing. That's like a dream job. But yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if I'd even get through a job like that because I don't know if I could keep a straight face ever.
Yeah, you would, man. We can tell by your personality, man. You need to do a comedy, bro. There's no doubt about it, man. Just from your natural demeanor, you'd be able to pull that off.
Oh, would love that. But yeah, I think one of the big comedy actors, or just a real like British legend, just because it's where I'm from, and a lot of the Brits, they come through the theater system and they have these huge, amazing long careers, like your Gary Oldmans and your
Sean Connerys.
Well, yeah, if I could go back a few years and work with Sean Connery, R.I.P., one of the greatest. But
yes,
yeah, I think one of this, or like another Scot. I would love to work with another Scottish actor at some point. Maybe Gerard Butler. Maybe I can fight him in one of his.
Oh, Gerard Butler. Yes, he is a great actor.
I'll have a gunfight with Gerard Butler. There we go. There's a good range of possible actors.
Yeah,
I'm just putting into the universe.
Exactly. All right, Calum Kerr, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week as we recap. And you guys could check out Monarch every Tuesday night on Fox. And Calum plays Wade Stellings, and watch the growth of his character because you never know what's going to happen with it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Roger, really quickly before everything goes, Teresa Sabin said that you're great eye candy. I see that she's telling you that you're great eye candy. See that right there?
Oh, I took it off. Okay, there we go.
My heart.
Oh, look at that.
Your eye candy.
Roger, look what she's saying about you. That's incredible.
Yes.
All right.
So, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate the compliment. All right, Calum. Thanks again. We will definitely see you next week, and have a good week.
Thanks, you, gentlemen. Man. I'll speak to you again. Pleasure's all mine.
Absolutely.
You too, man.
Cheers, lads.
Well, that was fun. Well, Darren, thanks for hopping in. I know that last minute, Elise flight got delayed, and apparently Justin has to load a truck today.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why I look like I got gin cheeks. Like I'm so freaking like red in the face, like I'm some drunk here, man. I'm like everything's so red. I know I'm wearing a red shirt, but I'm like on my face is all red. I look like in my nose, I look like one of those freaking drunks at the end of the bar that I always make fun of, trying to laugh with no vocal cords and shit. I look like that, like the guy that I make fun of. See, it's coming back to haunt me because I am the guy tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway,
you're the guy.
Yeah.
So our next, go ahead.
No, I'm
Finish
done.
What you were saying. You're done.
I'm done. I'm done messing with myself. Putting myself down.
All right.
I need a codependent meeting now. I'm insecure about myself. I'm just kidding.
That's all right. We got you.
KC
is here.
That's
nice.
I like it. What's happening?
All right,
Casey?
guys, please welcome Casey Johns, Nashville recording artist. Welcome to the Roger the Wild Child show.
What's up, man? How are you guys?
We're doing awesome, and we're just chilling, having a good Sunday night, talking to some amazing people, and apparently we're going to listen to some amazing music here soon. Is that right, Casey?
Yeah, totally.
It's your world. We're just living in it. I mean, it's the way it goes.
That's what I said about you guys.
Sorry, in the green room back there just grooving and laughing and having a good time.
Your fans are already here. They've been blowing up the chat all night. We've got Alex Lee Barnett saying, hey, Casey.
Hey, Alex.
Richard Lee says, well, hello, beautiful.
Look at that smile on him.
Yep. Alex says, rocket girl.
Oh, that's awesome.
So let's talk about your music. Sorry, where are you based out of right now?
So I'm in Nashville right now.
Okay, so you are in Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay, and what brought you to Nashville?
Music, man. I moved here about 7 years ago, and
ribs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't mean to interrupt you. That was so bad. What brought you here? Oh, the ribs, of course. The barbecue.
It's not the music.
Back to Memphis.
Yeah.
I don't know. We give Memphis a good run for the money, man. I'm telling you out here. Martin's Barbecue versus Rendezvous. I'll go head to head with those two and see what happens.
Okay, we're gonna go head to head now because I don't know about that.
Hey, what about the one and only? You like the one and only out there in Memphis? Barbecue place? You ever been to the one and only? Now, the one and only. Come on now, the one and only. And what about Marlowe's on Elvis Presley Boulevard? You like Marlowe's?
Oh, yeah. It's perfect.
Anyway, sorry. How's your music going? Poor thing. Right.
I love barbecue and music. It's great.
There you go. That's what country is all about, right?
That's right.
Okay, we got Desiree Trimble on Facebook says, "Hi, Casey from Annalyn and Brooklyn in New York."
New York. We just got back from New York.
Oh, you had a show up there. Where at?
So we went through Pennsylvania, Vermont, and New York, and we just played in Stamford, New York. I'd never been upstate, so that was my first time.
Okay.
Beautiful up there, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous.
Yeah. And when it hits fall up there, I mean, right now, I mean, like you're just like a few weeks early. But I tell you, when it hit, I've never even been there. I've just seen pictures of it. That's what's crazy. I mean, like all of upstate, it's just beautiful. God.
Gorgeous. And Vermont, I mean, all of that whole area is just absolutely beautiful.
That's nice. Did you think about maybe doing your hair for tonight? Or did you?
I woke up like this. What are you talking about?
Oh,
That's
okay.
incredible, man. I was thinking, wow. Look at that. I mean, like, she just got on here. She's natural. Didn't worry about her hair or fake up or anything. Just jumped on here and look. It's like comfortable. That's nice.
Yeah.
Totally.
That you're that comfortable with us in the world and you can just pop in here like that.
And just be who you are, you know?
Yeah.
Of course.
That's all it's about.
John P on YouTube says, "Hey, Casey, Johnny from Flushing. You rock, my friend."
Yes. Hey, John.
So,
Johnny P.
Ricky
on YouTube.
Jones
Lord.
is KC from Oak Ridge.
Wow.
Hello from Oak Ridge.
Nice.
Wow. Look at these people, man.
Yeah,
Great.
no. Hey, so if you guys have a question or would like to say hi to KC, please give us a call. Our number's open, 845-400-WILD, 845-400-9453. So we are talking with Nashville recording artist Casey Johns. So Casey, what got you started into country music? I mean, where did you find that home within yourself?
So, I started singing in church when I was a kid, and my granddaddy gave me a guitar when I was about 15, and I just fell in love with that, with just music in general, and started writing my own music right away. It was terrible, but, we learn from that, when you're 15. Right. And then I started playing down on Bill Street when I was way too young to be in those bars, but yeah.
But they let you in.
They let me in, thank God. That in my eyelashes.
Man.
And your bedhead. So
Exactly. And then I went from Bill Street and I, got a job on cruise ships and sang on cruise ships for about 7 years. And then
nice.
Yeah. And then I sang at Dollywood for a while. And then I finally moved to Nashville about 7 years ago.
Was country music your primary choice or did you have another passion?
Yeah. So, I grew up kind of listening to, I like to describe my influence like Sheryl Crow. She's very into like country, rock and roll, blues. Mm-hmm. And so I grew up listening to that huge variety of music. So I like to describe that's kind of what I put out.
So excuse me for 1 second here. So I'm sorry. So I was just lagging for a quick second. Anyway,
yes, you were. Just kidding.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't be the last time. I'm just kidding. I'm just lagging.
Hey, I know. What can I say?
Like you're really not lagging, but you just freeze like your face in real time just to pretend and fake them out.
Well, I will tell you exactly how I connected my studio today here in just a moment. Yeah, I had to go to Walmart last minute because my Ethernet.
Walmart? There's your problem. Good God. What are you going to Walmart for, dude?
Okay, dude. Okay, so listen. So like my because the studio I'm in is, apart from the rest of the house. And so my Wi-Fi does not reach out here and the mesh is bad over where I'm at. So I had to get a 75-foot Ethernet cable. Apparently, during the week, the dog chewed up one of the sides. And I found this out last minute. Yes. So right now, the 75 foot was not available, but the longest size they had was a 50-foot.
Oh, God.
I have this, rigged across the house, stretched through as tight as possible so that I'm not losing internet connection. It's just the craziest thing that I had to deal with today. So I have to go to a different store and get a longer cord. But yeah, that was my drama for today. So
Well, you're welcome for the therapy, right, Casey?
That's right.
We're good listeners. Anyway, nope.
But I mean, shit happens. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. The show must
Not
go on.
to us.
So.
That stuff doesn't happen to us. Only you.
No, only never happened to a musician where an amp might have went out in the middle of a show. Or have you had a failure happen on any of your performances, Casey?
Of course, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to say every time I get up there and play something goes wrong, but we've definitely had those nights where batteries go dead in guitars, or your guitar cable stops working, or your mic just stops working. Like, you just never know. There's so many.
Did you have a dog chew your cable?
Sorry?
Did you have a dog chew your cable?
No.
Okay, so you haven't had that one.
She's had a parrot. Tell him about the parakeet that chewed the cable, though. You know about that was an interesting thing. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Hey.
She's looking at you like, what parakeet?
She didn't have a parakeet.
No, but we did have a parrot growing up.
You did? What was his name? Do you remember or no?
Parrot? I don't know.
Yeah,
we didn't get the name.
My dad. Just bird. There's our bird.
Yeah.
Maybe you were just too young. My dad had an African gray. His name was Otis, and he would repeat all kinds of crazy stuff. And then one day, he and my dad and his wife had split and gone the other direction, and the bird sounded exactly like my dad. And so poor Vivian, she had the bird, and so she took the bird with her, and out of nowhere, she couldn't get my dad's voice out of her head because the bird literally sounded the same way my dad talked. And he'd say, "Hi, Viv," for Vivian, and the poor lady was like, "Oh my God, Jerry's in the house," and she's like, "Oh no, that's the bird." And the bird would go, "Hi, Viv," because my dad would always say, "Hi, Viv," but the bird literally, caught the tone of his voice and everything, so it just haunted her. Not, they didn't separate in an awful way, but still to hear your ex's voice coming out of a bird, "Hey, Viv." Or the phone would ring. "Hello, no problem. Okay, sure. See you then." So every time the phone rang, the bird would say that. "Hi, okay, sounds good. No problem. See you then." It's great. Birds are weird that way. Anyway, forget about my stories. Casey, let's talk about your music. Sorry, I get off on these tangents.
Alex Lee Burnett said that I waited patiently for months to hear Casey, and she sang "Black Dog" by Led Zeppelin for me. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was last night. Yeah, we played a big festival out in Marshall, Illinois last night. And yeah, he had been messaging me for months, and he was like, "I can't wait for you to hear, I can't wait to hear Black Dog by Led Zeppelin." We recorded a version of that. We posted it up on the internet, and it did really well. So we did it last night, and it was a blast.
That's awesome. So can you play a song for us?
Sure.
Because I'm sure our audience really would love to hear your music.
Absolutely. Is it cool? Is it cool if I play my new single?
Absolutely. You could definitely not play your new single.
Perfect.
All right.
Yes, you can't.
I love it.
Sure, you can't.
I told you we have fun on this show. So
I can tell. I love it.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put her up on the big screen here. We got Casey Johns. She's gonna sing her new single. And what is it? And tell us a little bit about it before you start singing it.
Yeah, this song is called "Famous." It was written by some really incredible Texas artists. And they pitched this song to me, and I fell in love with it instantly. It's kind of, if you can look at it as a love song, but I took it as this song going out to everyone that comes out to my shows and everyone that supports me and my music. So this is definitely for the fans and for the friends and for all my family that just supports in what we do.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hope you guys like it.
All right. Here she goes. Casey Johns on the Roger the Wild Child Show.
I don't need some 20-carat diamond. Don't dress up in the Hollywood's finest. Prada and Versace never was my thing. Baby, you got all my attention. Tell me every flaw of mine is perfection. We ain't royalty, but you treat me like a queen. You make me feel famous, like I'm driving a Ferrari, rolling down the PCH to a party. Red carpet walking, drinking all period night. You make me feel famous, like everybody's watching, eyes on us. In the paparazzi's popping, oh, you already know what it's like to have a name lights. You make me feel famous. Always there, boy, you never keep me waiting. Every single day with you is a celebration. You got a $1 billion vibe, I'm feeling rich tonight. You make me feel famous, like I'm driving up a Ferrari, rolling down the PCH to a party. Red carpet walking, drinking all very all night. You make me feel famous, like everybody's watching, eyes on us. In the paparazzi's popping, I already know what it's like to have a name in lights. You make me feel famous. You make me feel famous. Every single day with you is a celebration. Always there, boy, you never keep me waiting. You got me shining like a star. You've got every little piece of my heart. You make me feel famous, like I'm driving a Ferrari, rolling down the PCH to a party. Red carpet walking, drinking all period all night. Yeah. You make me feel famous, like everybody's watching, eyes on us. In the paparazzi's popping, I already know what it's like to have a name lights. You make me feel famous, yeah. You make me feel famous, yeah.
Love it, Casey Johns.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Great song, Casey.
Thank you.
Wow. The percussion move at the end, man. Did you see that? That was a crazy rock star move. Just like wow. Okay.
Thanks, man. I
Yeah, the
appreciate
singing
that.
was incredible. Obviously, the songwriting, but the percussion thing at the end was like, man, nobody caught that. I did. See the gold records behind me? I did.
You got it.
And by the way,
By
do
the
you know
way,
what in the song she talks about PCH? Roger, do you know what PCH is?
Pacific Coast Highway.
Wow. Oh my God. Richard Lee, he knew. Can you freaking imagine?
Wow,
Good Lord.
imagine that. Richard Lee says, Casey, I'm in love with your voice. You have a new fan, young lady. Woohoo!
I love it.
And then,
Young
of
lady.
course, Alex says, great job.
He's the best.
Man.
You're a
What a
super
voice,
fan.
huh?
We all have our super fans, and Alex is definitely one of your super fans, apparently.
He's the best. He's awesome.
From
Super
Marshall,
fan.
Illinois.
Yep.
Wow. Where's Marshall, Illinois?
Alex,
Anybody
you
know?
need to call. Call in and say hi to Casey.
Yeah.
Call in, man. Don't be a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
Can you tell him the number again?
Yeah, I'll post it right up here.
Okay.
845-400-9453, 845-400-WILD. So, Alex, give us a call. Call and say hi to our
Yeah,
good
dare
friend
you.
Casey.
Double dog dare you.
Triple dog dare you. You just got a triple dog. And, of course, Darlene says, love it.
Oh, that's my mom.
Your mom. Darlene.
Yeah. I thought, God, is that a coincidence that she has the same last name? That's incredible. Hi, Darlene. Hi, darling.
Hi,
Yeah.
Mom. We made it.
She did it. She made it to our show.
Exactly.
She was able to
Darlene.
log in. She clicked the
gosh.
link, by golly.
I know. I can't believe that. I was having such a trouble. My mom was actually texting me. She was like, I'm already in. And she was like, are you in yet? And I'm like, no.
Of course.
Like, I'm having trouble with the link.
Yeah,
Wow.
but you know what? You got connected, so all's is good.
Hey, yeah, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me, man. This is really fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of, disappointed. I was hoping more from your music, but no, I'm just kidding.
And delete.
Oh my God. You know what's funny is only I can get away with saying crazy shit like that. And this guy tries every once in a while. And it's like, yeah, it just doesn't go over right. There's a certain way you got to attack that. But that's great that Roger went for it. And she's still
It's
laughing.
perfect. I'm super sarcastic that way too, so it's great.
Yeah,
You know
of
what?
course.
It's Darlene. You got to watch out for. I'm telling you right now.
I know.
These stage mothers, they don't find any humor in this. I'm telling you. right now.
She'll be blowing me up on Messenger later on tonight. She'll be like,
How dare you?
I can't believe you dogged my daughter on that show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Never go back on there again. Those guys were mean.
And Bobby Light from YouTube says, Casey, I love your singing and your personality is amazing.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah.
Thank you for checking in, Bobby.
That's right,
So,
Bobby.
Where can everybody find your music, Casey?
You can go to caseyjohns.rocks. Casey spelled just like the Sunshine Band, who I was named after. I love that you were singing that earlier.
Yeah. Here's a little tidbit.
You can go to caseyjohns.rocks, and we post a tour schedule on there. I mean, we're literally booked all the way up until next New Year's. So we're kind of all over the place. Yeah.
You're going to be busy.
We're busy. Yeah.
So Casey did. Okay. So that's great. After Kate. So was it your mom's idea, dad's idea, or both, or to come up to name you after Casey and the Sunshine Band?
Straight up my mom's idea. You know, she actually wanted to name my sister that, and it didn't happen. My sister became Tiffany. And then so when I was born, she was like, I don't even care. She's like, I'm naming her Casey. And the doctors were like, 2 letters? Really? That's what you want to do? And she's like,
That's
yeah.
great.
So she grew up listening to Casey and the Sunshine Band. She loved them. So
well, let's see. Here's something for Darlene and you and everybody listening. Here's some music trivia about Casey and the Sunshine Band. And most people don't know this. But in the music industry, Roger, listen closely.
Okay.
A lot of times people, when they're recording, they'll double their vocal to make it sound really fat. A certain, spread it, get it stereo. They'll double acoustic parts, spread it out. They'll do all this stuff. Casey and the Sunshine Band doubled their drums. Imagine that. Like, who the hell doubles your? Yeah, it's a fact, man. Yeah, and so when you listen to those grooves and stuff, man, do 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 do. Listen to the drums, man. There's bass, and they're all doubled. Isn't that wild? Like, who the hell doubled drums? Like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's a fact.
I'm gonna go back and listen to that now. That's actually really interesting.
Yeah, that's the way. And the drums are just freaking. But we got to listen to the later stuff. Is the stuff sonically that got better, and the early stuff you listen to is kind of like, the low budge. Let's produce this band, and you hear it. It's really the production's really down low, but towards in the middle it gets better, and then by the end it's just like I think that's where they got the double in the drums, and you can hear everything, man, on that record. All
right.
But anyways,
we got a phone call. We got a phone call from the 516. Hi, you're on the air with Casey Johns.
What's up, Casey? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Who is this?
I'm good. This is Johnny P from Flushing, New York.
Johnny P.
Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny. So what's your question
Hey,
for
how are
Casey?
you? What's my question is, when is the next time Casey's going to come back to New York? Because she was fantastic when she was here.
Johnny, you were awesome. Thanks for calling in, man. It looks like we're going to be back in New York probably next year.
Then I guess I'll have to come down to Nashville to see you then.
Yes, please do.
Next year's not that far away, though, when you think about it.
Tim is an amazing guitar player as well. So, make sure you tell him I said hello as well.
I definitely will. Yeah, my guitar player, I call him Timmy Bear, but his name's Tim. And he's tall Tim. He's amazing. And we travel together all the time as a duo, and he's just awesome.
He's the best. He's probably the best student I've ever taught. So, yeah, I agree.
Smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, he picked up really easy once he hooked up with me. But yeah, that's a compliment for me too. Thank you. Yeah.
All righty, thank you so much. Go ahead, finish up.
All right, guys, you guys be well. Thanks.
All right,
you too, buddy. Thank you.
All right, let's go to the next caller from the 302. Hi, you're on with Casey Johns.
Hey, Casey, it's John F. from Delaware. Your favorite fan from the state of Delaware.
What's up, Delaware? How you doing, man?
Pennsylvania.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's been a while. I just wanted to not only is she a great singer, but she has great personality, and I saw her perform at the Riviera for the first time in Nashville.
Nice.
A year ago, July, and after she performed, she came. I happened to be in the audience, and she came over and talked and told me some places to go to eat and other bands to play. She's just super all around person, and she needs not to have a private event when she's up in Delaware or Philadelphia area. But it looks like I'll come down to Nashville again. I really had a good time, and she told me a couple other bands to go see, and that she actually performed with too. So it was really a great time, and she made it a good time for me.
That's
awesome. John, I think I told you to go to Bar Taco. Did you end up going to Bar Taco?
Yes. Yeah, I went to actually twice. You did. I went there.
Yes, I remember.
Twice I went there, and she was nice enough. She was had CDs, and she autographed the CD for me, and
nice.
So she's really a good person all around.
Oh, thanks, man. So are you. You were awesome. I mean, you came. I'm pretty sure you were by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took a picture with me, yeah, which I had, yeah, and
that's right. I remember. That was awesome.
I just went to Virginia, and I got to listen to your CD on the way down. It's about a 2.5 hour trip just for the weekend, and so I got your CD out and was listening to it on the way down and back, and good music on it for sure.
Oh, thanks, man.
Whiskey Break was one of my favorites.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Which one?
Which song?
Whiskey Break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you sing a line of it to us real
There's
quick?
a couple other ones, but that's...
Hang on a second, John. She's going to sing us a line of that song.
Sure.
This is actually, so we were talking about Timmy B, my guitar player. This song was inspired by him. And I work my band pretty hard on stage. And every time, we're going from song to song to song, he would yell out, "Whiskey break." I'd be like, "You need a whiskey break right now?" And I took it and we were like, we got to write that because that's a good title for a song. So yeah, let's do a little line of that.
Okay, go for it.
Whiskey breaks, hold your glass up high. It's time to raise the roof and be with you all night. Whiskey love, spread it all around. Flying high, your feet won't touch the ground. Don't even think to hesitate on this whiskey break.
Awesome.
And that's cool.
Yeah,
I love it. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus, man. Did you hear that? That was great.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, John. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate that. We got a call from the 217. 217, you're live with Casey Johns.
It might be calling in for me, so don't just assume that.
Oh, yeah, they could be calling for you, Darren.
Holler and Swaller, I heard that.
Uh-oh. Hey, who's this?
It's Alex.
Alex! He called in to say hi. I'm from Illinois, by the way. I actually lived in Southern Illinois for many, many years.
Where's Marshall? Where's Marshall, Illinois? Isn't that what you said?
So I'm about an hour from Effingham, Illinois.
Okay.
You don't have to cuss. Where? I'm Effingham. You say I'm from damn Effingham. Shit. Now where? I'm sorry, buddy. Forgive me. I don't know how to behave sometime. Where is Marshall? Everybody at the same time. Well, it's about 2 hours, 4 hours. One person at a time. Let's get this right.
Yes, Marshall. Where is it? Hour from Effingham.
That's a good song title. Hour from Effingham. It's like, oh wow. Okay, cool.
There you go, Casey. You can write that for your next song.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
On the road, just about an hour from Effingham.
You're a good DJ, man.
She's got my permission to do that.
Does she have your permission, Alex?
Hey.
Absolutely.
You ain't no longer my man. I'm going to kick your ass. You're going to be an hour from Effingham. God damn. Yeah. He's about an hour out from Effingham. You're no longer my man.
I'll tell you, Roger, Casey interacted with the kids, and she just put on a phenomenal show last night.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
That is great. I love it when artists are able to just do that and just, keep it to their roots, and just know that, these kids, these families that come to watch them and just really touch out like that. So to hear that Casey did that is amazing.
Honestly, John, I was a little sad that I was a little scared that the adults weren't liking what I was doing. So that's why I went and hung out with the kids for a while.
Oh, wow.
But it turned out to be a great show.
Hopefully you get to come back to Marshall soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope I get to come back sooner than later for sure.
This is incredible, man. Really. I mean, you think of country music is like down here, Nashville, the South. I mean, look at all this stuff from Delaware, Vermont, upstate New York. I mean, we just get so pigeonholed thinking we're like, the spot. But man, isn't it crazy? LA, Delaware. I like that. I can't wait to go out and eat somewhere. And then they ask, what's your name? It's like, Aware. What's your first name? Del. Del Aware? Man, just something as corny as that. But anyway, but yeah, Delaware, party of 4. Okay. What's your name, Del? Hey, but no, it's true, isn't it? I mean, look at, you're not the first guest that's come on here. And yeah, it's amazing what we think is like, and same with me coming from the West Coast. When I moved out here to Nashville 20 years ago, coming from the 80s and 70s, pop and, it was amazing, man. People in Nashville, like country musicians, man, were very diverse versus us West Coast guys. We were kind of pigeonholed. Like we thought country was like, Southern rock or something, it was like the furthest from country music, we thought listening to Freebird was like country music or something back in the day. We didn't realize it was Southern rock because we were listening to Steely Dan and freaking Kiss and, but everybody out here was listening to the same stuff. They were way more diverse than us. We were just kind of pigeonholed over there. Then there was this big country crowd in California that we didn't even realize it was there, and they're all over the place. It's incredible, man. It's great to see this. I mean, I'm joking around a lot, but it's cool to see these people calling in from these areas.
I mean, literally from all over, we go to Norway about 3 times a year, and you would be surprised how much they love country music.
The European folks really enjoy our country.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'd like to see those.
Our country as in USA. I mean, our country music artists. They really enjoy the music that we bring, from Nashville, and they really enjoy that. And so,
yeah, and they're the best crowd. I mean, they're just always so excited, and I mean, they know how to party, and they just have such a great time. They love old country music, so I love going over there and playing like the good Patsy Loretta stuff because I love that stuff.
Couldn't you see them in their lederhosen all drunk, man, going, play some Patsy Cline, okay, sure. And they're all got the suspenders and the little black shorts on, man, dancing around with their beer mugs like in a circle, and she's like grooving, playing Patsy Cline. This is incredible, really, really.
And they're the best. They're the best because they appreciate music in a different way, than anywhere else I've ever been. And they love it though, and they respect it, and they listen, and it's an amazing experience to go over there.
And they don't they just have a good time. They get really hammered, and they're not like on Scoop Nashville, all, publicized afterwards for doing something crazy and thrown out of 5, Broadway bars and fighting police and everybody else. That's great.
They're not like throwing up in the alley,
Right.
The back alley.
So, Roger, thank you for having Casey on your show this evening.
Of course, Alex. No, anytime. And yes, and so didn't you say that she sang Led Zeppelin for you?
Yes, and she kicked ass.
I want to hear
song.
It.
Yeah, we need a little bit of that.
Her and the band just kicked butt.
Okay, blow up the chat if you guys want to hear some Led Zeppelin from Casey. All right, I
want to hear some Black Dog.
Black Dog.
I don't know how to play it on a guitar, but I could do that first. I could do that first note.
Yeah.
The first note.
Let's go a cappella.
You ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Do that on this?
That would be hard to do anyway, man, unless you're a guitar player, man. I mean, Jimmy Page was quite the guy, man.
Yeah. I can't, what I love about that song was, they were doing that song as like a sound check. They never thought they were going to release that song. So for them to put it on an album, it's such a deep cut. You really got to be a Zeppelin fan to really know the song.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And it's one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Deep cut. Deep out of all 12 songs, it's the deep one. Wow. Way down there. Yeah, that was 4 on the album, The Deep Cut.
So Roger, I'm gonna let Casey talk to other people. Casey, it was good talking to you. Hope to see you soon. I wish you the best of luck always.
Hey, it's all right. You're good. Nobody else called. That's it.
Alex, it's so great to hear from you. I hope to see you soon.
Yes, Alex.
It's good to hear from you. And, like I said, keep up the great work and everything.
He needs
Thank
a lot
you,
of
Alex,
prayer.
for checking
Please
in.
give it to him. He's desperate for anybody to say that to him. Please.
Please.
I'm just kidding. This poor
Alex,
guy.
thank you for checking in with us. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching the show.
All right. Thanks, Roger. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
What nice people, man. I mean, I'm joking around like an idiot, but these are like such nice people. And they're not even afraid. They're like just so comfortable. And so are you, though, Casey. That's what's great. It's like, the reciprocal vibe is just as cash. Some people come in like deer in the headlights, but these guys are just laid back, man. It's like, wow. Incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice to go out on the road and meet some really cool people. We've met some really amazing people along the way, and they've just become really good friends.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Casey, appreciate you taking the time and joining us. We had such a lot of fun with you and love your music, and I love your Led Zeppelin. So
Well, it's on Spotify if you want to check it out.
Oh, is it? Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely have to check that out, guys. So make sure you check it out. KC definitely needs to come to Ohio, Richard says. And I'm in Boise, so let me know when you're coming to the Northwest, and we'll get you booked. I got venues that I could book you up here in Boise. So
Call me, man. I'm in. Let's go.
let's go. All right. We'll do it. We'll have lunch.
Definitely.
All right.
Don't do lunch. This guy trying to be out LA because he knows what Pacific Coast Highway is. Yeah, have your machine. We'll do lunch. He's trying to be all Hollywood. Let's do lunch.
My people will talk to your people.
Yeah, oh my God, Raj. He's catching on finally. This is incredible. It's taken him in 2 years.
Yeah.
But he's getting it, He's from Boise, everybody. He's from Boise, Idaho.
Yes. All right.
Illinois.
I grew up in Illinois, though. So, yes.
Illinois.
No, it's not called Illinois.
I know.
I know.
S is silent.
Yeah, the S is silent. It's kind of like Boise. People call it Boise. People call it Boise when it's actually pronounced Boise. Illinois is not. Then you're a tourist. It's Illinois. So,
But my mom's name is Linda, and they go, "How's your mother, Linder?" And I'm like, "Where the frick does the R come from here, Linder?" I'm like, her name's Linda. And I found that out in the South, and I found it up in North with my friends up there in Massachusetts. It's like, so it's not just like, in one region. There's definitely people out there like, "How's your mother, Linder?" I'm like, and my wife, Cynthia. It's like, "How's Cynthia?" I'm like, what are you talking?
Yeah.
Darrener. Like, I've never heard anybody put an R on the end of Darren, though.
My
Thank
grandma
God.
does that where she adds an R of every name. Alabama. Like she adds an R. to everything.
Alabama.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
all right, Casey. Thanks again for joining us. Good luck with everything. And hopefully we can have you back on again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Hey, and I just want to say thank you for supporting independent artists. Seriously, like myself, that means a lot.
Mm-hmm. And
You're welcome.
Yeah, we love it. We really enjoy talking to the independent artists more than the mainstream artists.
It means a lot. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So-
Not everybody has like a cool little glow lamp in the background like that. That's like insane, man. That's tripping me out. I'm like going, whoa, man, look at that. My shrooms are kicking in, dude. It's freaking gnarly, bro. Look at that. Whoa. I'm just kidding.
But I will say that the mainstream artists that we've had on this show have been amazing as well and genuine as well. So, needless to say, I'm not knocking. I don't want to start. People think that I'm knocking in the mainstream artists, but
No.
but you know what? It's just I find that the independent artists, I want to be able to give them a voice and be able to allow their music and their fans to be able to reach out to their fans. So
Yeah. I definitely didn't think that you were knocking all the mainstream artists. It just, like you said, it gives us a platform to share our music and share our voice, and we appreciate that. So it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you.
Awesome. All right, Casey, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Hi, I'm here by, oh,
there we
you
are.
Shrunk me down. Wow.
Yes.
She had a nice tone to her voice, man. I mean,
She did.
it was like she had that grit and all that stuff. She could kind of pull it off. She went like a bunch of different directions, you know. So that's good. She's got that voice that can be really soft and nice and simple, and then all of a sudden really crazy.
I should get in that rocker mode, you know, and just start screaming and singing and
Hi, bye. Okay.
Oh, this again.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Say hi. Okay, here we go. Bye. Well, say hi. Here we go. We're putting you out again.
I'm sorry.
Casey, raise your hands. Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, there she is. No, we're really for real.
I actually was gonna like join the podcast doing this. Like the Hillbilly guys were.
But you're gonna end it doing that.
I'm gonna end it doing this.
All righty. Good to see you. Sorry to do that to you at the end. Forgive me. Oh, I don't care.
You know, this is what
I don't
happens
care.
when you allow Darren to have controls. He does this to all of our guests at the end of the show.
I can't help it. I tried really hard tonight to not do that, especially to Casey, but I'm like, oh God, okay. I know it's old and cliche.
If you ever watch the Hollywood show on Wednesday nights, he does that to all the female guests at the very end.
God. It's like, I just grew up with too many boys. There's 4 boys in my family, no girls. I had girls, so I have to taunt them. It doesn't matter what age I am. My wife's like, why do you do that to these ladies? I go, because I grew up with all boys, man. You know, I didn't have any girls to like, you know, sisters or anybody like that. So it's got to kind of, these could be my daughters, but any woman, I don't really care. I mean, you know, it's like they could be 70 years old, they could be 20, 16, I'll embarrass them. I don't really care.
Yeah.
They like it anyway.
Are you okay with it, Casey?
I love it.
Let me pose.
Strike a pose.
And done.
Strike another pose. Oh, we don't have fun on the show.
I can't even get the heart going like she got. I was like, what the heck, man? I'm trying to line it up, man. Look at that nose.
There we go.
Ah!
You got it.
I got it.
Look at the eyes in there. Look at how weird that looks right in the nose.
Perfect.
Just put these thumbs in
you
your
go.
nose. Put the thumbs in your nostrils like I got right there, and then go like that. I dare you to try that. I dare both of you to try it. Go for it. Let's see. Thumbs in the nostrils, though. Got to go for it. Thumbs in the nostrils. Nope. Thumbs in the nostrils. See? In the nostrils. You got it. Look at Roger. Roger, let's see you. Oh, we missed it. We were talking. She was telling me I got it. Let me see you do it. Go for it. One more time. Raj, your
What?
shot. Thumbs in the nostrils. Look at his teeth.
Let me take these out real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You got your falsies on?
Uh-huh. There you go. Hang on.
Take those out later.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are nice veneers you got, dude. I love them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God. Poor Casey Johns. Jeez.
I love it.
She's like, what the heck have I gotten into?
That's the best.
All right, so guys, Wednesday night on the Hollywood Show, we have actor Eric Roberts joining us. Also, Jason Artless, drummer of Ted Nugent, will also be with us, Darren and I, on the Roger the Wild Child Show Hollywood edition, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It will be a lot of fun. I definitely want to thank our guest, Calum Kerr from Monarch on Fox, and Nashville recording artist, Casey Johns. Thank you for joining us. And definitely the Moonshiners, and Justin never came back.
He never came back. I will
having some.
go back to Callum, though. He is definitely eye candy. All those comments that were coming in, I was like, ooh. Ooh.
Have you seen the first episode of Monarch?
No, I need to watch it. I was listening to the interview, and it sounded amazing.
Yes, you have to check it out. The new episode comes on Tuesday night on Fox, and so you can watch it on Hulu, get caught up on the episodes. So if you guys haven't yet, make sure you do catch it and catch Tuesday's episode, because we'll talk about it on next Sunday. So
We don't want to make Ma Dean jealous, but there was a lot of people saying that Biggins was eye candy too. Let's get serious here. So I don't want, I mean, sorry, Ma Dean. We love you, but yeah, there's some women after your man, Biggins.
Thank the Moonshiners for joining us. And until next Sunday, when Justin and Elise return, in full action. Thank you, Darren, for popping in and joining us last minute. I'm Roger the Wild Child, and we'll see you guys later this week.